Find in troubled times. An introduction to Psalm 11. Friends, have you ever felt lost and alone, like the world was against you? Psalm 11 speaks to those moments. It's a song by King David, a man who knew trouble. But David also knew God's love. Psalm 11 is his prayer for help, a cry for refuge. It reminds us that even when we are afraid, God is with us. He sees our struggles. He hears our prayers. David's plea when enemies surround us. David was no stranger to danger. His enemies were many. They plotted against him, seeking every opportunity to bring him down. They spoke lies about him, spreading rumors and deceit. Their words were like daggers aiming to wound his spirit. They wanted to see him fall, to watch him crumble under the weight of their schemes. "Flee like a bird to your mountain," they taunted, mocking his faith and resilience. They wanted him to hide in fear, to retreat and abandon his mission. Have you ever felt that way? Surrounded by challenges, feeling the weight of the world pressing down on you, like you just need to run away to escape the pressures and find a place of peace? David could have given in to fear. He could have let his enemies' words dictate his actions, but he chose to trust in God. He found strength in his faith, believing that God was his protector. "In the Lord, I take refuge," he declared with unwavering confidence. David knew that true safety wasn't found in running away, but in running towards God. He understood that God was his sanctuary. He reminds us that no matter what dangers we face, God is our safe place. In him we find our true refuge and strength. The Lord's testing and protection, a promise for the righteous. This promise is a beacon of hope for those who walk in faith, a guiding light in times of darkness. David reminds us that God is not indifferent to our struggles. He sees everything, every tear, every sigh, every moment of despair. His eyes behold, his eyelids test the sons of men. This means that God is always aware, always present, always watching. God is always watching over us, testing our hearts, seeing if we will remain faithful. He observes our actions, our thoughts, and our intentions. And for those who are righteous, for those who love and follow him, God offers a promise of protection. This protection is not just physical, but spiritual and emotional as well. The Lord tests the righteous. He allows us to face challenges and trials. He allows trials to come our way, not to harm us, but to refine us. These trials are like the fire that purifies gold, removing impurities and making it shine brighter. Like a potter molds clay into a beautiful vessel, shaping it with care and precision, God uses our challenges to shape us into the people he created us to be. Through every trial, he is crafting us, molding us, and preparing us for a greater purpose. Standing strong lessons in courage and faith from Psalm 11. In a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, Psalm 11 offers us timeless wisdom and guidance. It teaches us how to remain steadfast and courageous, even when the ground beneath us seems to be shaking. What can we learn from David's example? David, a man after God's own heart, faced numerous trials and tribulations, yet he remained unwavering in his faith. First, we learn the importance of prayer. Prayer is our direct line to God, a way to communicate our fears, hopes, and desires. It is through prayer that we find solace and strength. When surrounded by fear, David turned to God. In the midst of chaos and danger, he sought refuge in the Lord, knowing that only God could provide true safety and peace. He poured out his heart to the Lord. In his most vulnerable moments, David did not hesitate to express his deepest emotions and concerns to God. Second, we learn the power of faith. Faith is more than just belief, it is a deep-seated trust in God's plan and purpose for our lives. David didn't just believe in God, he trusted in God's goodness and power. He had confidence that God would see him through any adversity. He knew that even if his enemies succeeded in their plans, God was still in control. This unwavering faith gave David the courage to face his fears head-on. Finally, we learn the importance of standing firm in our faith. In a world that often challenges our beliefs, it is crucial to remain steadfast and unmovable. The world may try to shake us, to make us doubt, but like a tree with deep roots, we must stand firm, drawing strength from our faith, but we must hold fast to our belief in God's love and faithfulness. In doing so, we find the courage to face any challenge, knowing that we are never alone. Our refuge and strength, applying God's word to our lives today. Friends, the message of Psalm 11 is as relevant today as it was in David's time. We may not face enemies with swords and spears, but we all face challenges. We face sickness, loss, disappointment. We may feel overwhelmed by fear, anxiety, and doubt, but Psalm 11 reminds us that we are not alone. When you face your own giants, remember David's words, "In the Lord, I take refuge, run to God, pour out your heart to Him, trust in His love. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble."